Hello and welcome back to another breaking news update. My name is Jimmy Boyd and you are watching Boyd News. I want to thank you so much for tuning in today. I've got some information here that looks like there was another explosion way deep inside of Russia. Okay, we've been seeing so many of these lately, a lot of these very mysterious explosions, many of these happening at military defense sites. So we had that explosion. I forgot exactly where it was at, but it was deep inside Russia just a few days ago, no more than a week ago, and it was at a missile manufacturing site. So now this place here is it's called Biysk. It's a city called Biysk, and it's in Siberia. Okay, the Siberian Altai region is where this is at. I'll show you on a map in just a moment. But this is like a military research center, and there was a massive explosion here too that you can see in the video. So the mayor of the city, his name is Victor Shegrev. He basically he wrote on Telegram, letting all of his residents know of the city not to worry. He said there was no reason to worry, but he did not give any details on why this military base exploded, or this military research center, that is, excuse me. So yeah, there's lots of footage coming out online. Several pictures. Here's a picture right here too from another person that heard the explosion. So everybody here in this town heard it, and I'm sure a lot of these people are confused as to what's going on here because there's been a lot of these really mysterious random explosions going on inside of Russia, and I'm not quite sure why, but they all happen to be at some sort of military facility. Okay, just like I told you, there was that missile factory that exploded. All right, and now we've got this military research center that has this explosion. So I have no idea what's going on here, but very, very strange. So I'm going to be showing you here on a map. Let's take a look at this, where this is at. So this is where all the action is at over here, okay? This is Ukraine right here, and then here's Moscow, here's the border of Russia, right? So where this thing exploded at was way deep over here on this little red pinpoint here. Okay, so just near the border of Kazakhstan and Mongolia. So way, way deep over here in a tiny little town called Biysk. Okay, so it happened somewhere out here in this section. So again, very strange. I don't know why all these explosions are happening, but what we do know is that Russia is they're doing lots of research on new weapons. They're building lots of missiles right now, obviously because they're at war over here with Ukraine. So they're manufacturing for weapons, missiles, things of that nature is in high gear right now. Okay, so I'm not sure if these are just accidents or what these are, or if these are some sort of sabotage going on in the country. It definitely seems like it could be some sort of sabotage because we are seeing sabotage happening in a lot of countries over here. Okay, I just reported the other day in Iran, there was a massive pipeline that exploded. It was like an almost 800-mile long pipeline that runs through the whole country of Iran, and it supposedly exploded too in several areas. So they were claiming sabotage and like a terrorist act. And here in Russia, we've been seeing nonstop explosions. Okay, either oil facilities getting attacked by drones from Ukraine, and then these missile silo sites, manufacturing sites or anything to do with military. Lots and lots of explosions happening. So I have an article. We're going to go over this and dive in a little bit more deeper. So it says explosion reported at Russian Space Agency's rocket engine plant in Siberia. So rocket engine plant. I want to say that's what they were claiming in that other military site I was telling you about. I can't remember where it was at exactly. Can't remember the name. I think it was called Perm Cry, if I'm not mistaken. And there was supposedly a rocket engine explosion there too, or something like that, is what they were claiming it was. So it says here an explosion has been reported in southern Russia, prompting speculation that a Russian defense manufacturing plant sustained damage early on Tuesday. I mean, look at that explosion. There's no way that this was like a controlled event or something. And if that's where the military installation is at, it obviously sustained damage. Maybe even people were killed, unless this really was a timed event. I have no idea. Viktor Shagrev, the mayor of the city of Biysk, is in the country's Siberian Altai region, said in a brief post to Telegram on Thursday that residents had heard a bang in the area of the industrial zone, but wrote there was no reason to worry. He did not provide any details. Footage circulated online shows a column of smoke rising into the sky. It is not possible to independently verify when and where the video is recorded. So there's this massive plume of smoke and a giant explosion, and the mayor comes out and says, "Don't worry, guys, everything is just fine. Everything is fine. No need to worry." Yeah. So Russian sources claim the site of the explosion was a state-run military research center in Biysk, described by a local Telegram channel as a high-security plant. The plant is named by Russian sources as the Federal Research and Production Center in Altai. The site is owned by Russian space agency Roscosmos, according to independent Russian outlet Medusa. So I just reported on this same company, this same space agency. I don't know if it was that Permcry event of that explosion. I can't remember what it was. I wish I could, but I just reported on this Roscosmos, same company, and some sort of an explosion. I don't know if this was an oil facility that was attacked or what it was, but this is the second time that I'm seeing links here with this company and explosions. It produces, among other things, ammunition, solid propellant charges for rocket engines, and explosives for industrial purposes, Medusa said. The weapons research and production facility has been sanctioned by Ukraine, the United States, and European Union. The Federal Research and Production Center has described itself as working towards the creation and development of new technologies at the level of world standards. The facility has manufactured military products used by Moscow in its operations against Ukraine, according to the Ukraine-based War and Sanctions database, which tracks sanctions leveled at Russia. So, very, very strange again here. I don't know. Let me know what you think down below what's going on here, but here's the video again of this explosion as it happened. And definitely really strange what's going on over here in Russia. I really don't understand why all these explosions are happening. I don't know if these are accidents or if these are purposely, blown up. I don't know what's happening here, but it's very, very weird to see this kind of activity going on in Russia consistently. Okay, we've been seeing these explosions for quite some time now, for at least the last couple months. Okay, so now we've got Ukraine attacking all these oil facilities, and then their military installations are starting to blow up. So something is really going on over here in Russia. And, and then we just had that news that Alexei Navalny, he's supposedly was murdered in jail. That was the latest news over there in Russia. So, I don't know what's happening over here, but things are getting weird over here in Russia. So I'm gonna stay tuned to this. If any other information comes out, I will definitely let you know. I'm sure we're gonna be seeing more explosions like this inside of Russia because there's just been so many recently, and I will report on all of them every time it happens. So I appreciate you being here. Thanks so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit the like button. And also, if you enjoy my channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button, so that way YouTube can notify you as soon as a new video goes live. And we do put out several updates a day. So I appreciate you being here again. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you all in the next video. Take care and God bless. We'll see you in the next one.